As a startup business, your personal credit score is your main source of proof of how fundable you are. Knowing how to interpret and protect that credit score will be vital to your success. Welcome to Capital Confident, a simple guide to starting a business. I'm Laura, a small business lender.
And I'm Beth, a small business owner in the content creation space. If you want to apply for a loan, a financial institution will obtain a credit score. But where does that score even come from?
There are several different reporting agencies that have a secret formula as to how to calculate your score based upon all of your historic debt and how you've repaid it to that point.
Secret score. Okay, all right. I'm here for it, but I know that credit score, it actually dictates everything, doesn't it?
It does. It can determine how much rent you may pay in a new apartment, what your insurance rate may be, and it definitely will determine the amount of interest that is charged on a loan for you.
What can actually impact the score?
Well, first of all, realize that your credit score is a moment in time based upon the information that those credit reporting agencies have reported over a period of time. So you want to make sure that it can change based upon payments that you've made. But certainly, you want to make sure that you make all your payments on time. That's the most important thing. And try really hard not to borrow up to the maximum availability on any revolving debt or credit cards.
Oh, speaking of credit cards, I don't know if this is a myth or not, but I had heard that if you close a credit card, it actually can negatively impact your credit score. Is that true?
Well, any unused revolving credit on your personal credit report may help your score a little bit. But if you're not going to use that account, I recommend you closing it to make sure that you can prevent against any fraud.
Yay, fraud, identity theft. Whew. And that's big for small businesses right now.
It is.
Yeah, it's an issue. So can you tell us some best practices to make sure that we're protecting and propping up and increasing our credit score?
Well, first of all, check your credit at least once a year. The government has a website, annualcreditreport.com, that you can go on and look at all of the debt that is associated with your Social Security number. It's not going to give you a score, but it's going to let you know what's there so you can monitor it. You can also contact the three major credit reporting agencies directly, TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, and find out if they're willing to give you information regarding your credit score. You can talk to your local lender to make sure that if there's anything that needs to be addressed on your credit score, they might be able to help you as well.
Got you. And what about a balance? Should we keep in mind how much we should probably keep under with our credit cards?
Right. On the credit card balances, your score is adversely impacted if you're over 50% of the total availability, and even worse if you go over 75% of the availability.
Are there any steps we can take to increase that score quickly?
It's a slow process. You really have to work one debt at a time, paying it off, for it to impact the score positively in the long term.
Gotcha.
But be diligent and keep working at it.
So if I'm a new business and I have a low personal credit score, is it going to be difficult for me to get and secure financing for the company?
It will. Unfortunately, a low personal credit score is going to impact your approvability with a regular lender. However, there are some other local lending programs that might be able to help you, like a micro lender or going to a small business development center, SBDC, that can help provide some guidance.
And if you're interested in learning more about funding options, go back and watch the Options for Startup Capital. Cheers to Land Grant Brewing Company for allowing us to record in their space. And check out the next video in the Capital Confidence series, where we discuss how to develop projections for your business.